What's happening, sports fans? Trent the Great back in the building, man. And I'm here to talk about uh, who was the better running back, Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders. Two of the greatest running backs of all times, and definitely two of the best of the 90s, man. Now, it's a hot button topic, man. At least it was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? When I was a little teenager, little whippersnapper. You know, running around here, young, dumb, and full of you know what. Anyway, I don't think most people would argue though that, like I said, these two guys are two of the best ever. You know what I'm saying? Two of the best of all times. But I like how people say of all times, and I'm like, they said that people always saying all times, and they saying all times years ago. So what? When is all times? Was it then? How about next week? Or the year? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't know. Anyway, Barry is considered to be probably the better running back, or definitely the most talented. But he didn't have the team that Emmitt had. Emmitt had that dominant offensive line, which you had Eric Williams, Big Nate Newton, Mark Tuinei, and Larry Allen, and a Hall of Fame quarterback and a wide receiver, which was Troy Aikman and Michael. I used to smoke crack Irvin. I love the playmaker, though. I love him. I ain't gonna lie. That's my dude. But he used to smoke that shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. God damn it. But don't get it effed up, though, because Emmitt was a skilled runner in his own right. You know what I'm saying? And he went to a doctor one time, and the doctor said like this, that Emmitt had one of the best hand-to-eye coordinations that he had ever seen in his lifetime. And he's like, he had seen plenty of them. But this dude was at the top of that list. So he was seeing things that normal people shouldn't, you really shouldn't see. And that helped with his vision of running the ball and whatnot. So I'm like this. He could see better than most people. He could run better than most people. And he won Dancing with the Stars. God damn. Shit, that nigga was living his best life back then. Anyway, Barry didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? Barry, excuse me, Barry Sanders didn't win Dancing with the Stars, goddamn it. Emmitt has the all-time rushing record, which was previously owned by Walter Sweetness Payton. R.I.P. Sweetness, man, that was a bad nigga, boy. But most people all agree, though, that Barry Sanders would have broke that record, at least at first. But he would have broke that record hadn't he retired early. You know what I'm saying? He put in 10 years, I think it was from 1989 to 1999. And he was still a top back in the league when he left. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I done all, and I'm gonna chunk the deuce at y'all niggas on out. It was said that it was reported at the time that Barry Sanders retired because the Lions weren't going anywhere. I think they had missed the playoffs and all that, and he had issues with the Lions management. Well, them niggas was sorry, so yeah, you gonna have issues with them, goddammit. And it's also reported that he retired out of respect for Walter Payton, who at that time, like I think Barry retired in July, and like in February, Walter Payton announced that he had some kind of form of cancer, some kind of bowel cancer. It's a rare form of cancer, and he wound up having it, man, and ultimately passed like later that year. I remember looking at him, and Walter was a big dude, strapping dude, good looking dude, man, and you seen him later on, he was like skin and bones, and he was on TV crying, and it was sad, man. It was sad to see, and he wound up passing later on. So, but that was very admirable of Barry Sanders, considering that I think in that next season, he probably would have broke the record. He would have broke the rushing record, the all-time rushing record. And he probably would have put it out of reach from anyone else, including Emmitt. Good seeing ass, goddammit. Emmitt wound up breaking the record in 2002. which Barry was already retired. So that was 3 years removed. So just imagine had Barry kept playing in, he would have put it out of Emmitt's way, I think. I personally think so. But anyway, Barry Sanders he was electrifying. It was a beauty to watch. It was kind of hard to watch at times when he would do some of those moves because he would get stopped in the backfield. But when he was on, this nigga was on. He was dazzling and he was elusive and he could make you miss. Then the next guy and the next guy and then boom, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Like he just boom, I'm out. See y'all. I'm out of here. I'm gonna tell you, I watched the game one time, man, with Barry Sanders, and he one of the few players I've ever seen who could run in the pile and come out of it and take off for a touchdown. Kind of like what Marshawn did back then, at one of them big runs he had. But Barry did that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because he was something serious. I also seen it one time where it was about 3 dudes had their arms around him. No lie, they had their arms around him. He slipped out, but he was watching them fall over like dominoes. Give me 15, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, because of that style, he left a lot of yards on the field. And, who knows? Like I say, Barry probably would have had a few more. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have been a few more yards or whatever he would have had. I mean, well, like I said, he left a lot on the field, so what can you do? That was his style, and that's the way he ran. He even ran for over 2,000 yards one year, something Emmitt never did. And Emmitt, like I say, Emmitt had the better team. Barry Sanders was the better player. Emmitt had Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin. Barry Sanders had Scott Mitchell and Herman Moore. Now, that's like having a Nintendo and a Sega back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a Cadillac and a Pinto, goddammit. But they were both great in their own right. You know what I'm saying? They were both great runners, but they were very, very different. Emmitt would hit that whole... He was north to south runner. You know what I'm saying? He followed his blockers. The Great Wall of Dallas, what they called them back then, man. And he squeezed every yard out of it. He wasn't super fast. He wasn't super strong. He was just super effective. He had excellent vision, balance, and he never really got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Very durable. Barry left people grabbing for air. I mean, he had teammates tackling each other. And he could turn a play that was literally stopped, like I said earlier. And they was literally stopped into a 40-yard touchdown run. You don't believe me? Check out his highlights on YouTube. And he was also very durable with great vision, man. So, they were, like I said before, man, they were both great and but they were both very different. It was like yin and yang, freaking frack. Or the Fat Boys and the OJs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They all was jamming. God damn it. I mean, take your pick, though, man. You can't go wrong with either. I loved them both. You know what I'm saying? And this was in my early days when I was actually a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? But I was out of my damn mind back then. But anyway, yeah, man, Barry Sanders probably had the edge on Emmitt as far as skill and talent, but Emmitt wasn't no joke, man. It's just like had you to switch them, you to put Emmitt on. I think that's the question that people ask. Had you to put Emmitt on the Detroit Lions team back then, how would he have fared? You to put Barry on that Dallas Cowboys team, how would he have fared? I mean, Barry was such a great back that he probably, I think he would have lost more yards because he danced so much. You know what I'm saying? He danced so much. That's why people fall in love with this kid, Saquon Barkley, because he looks so much like him, as far as the way he runs. But anyway, that's my take on that, man. Who's the better running back, Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders? God damn it, man. I don't know. I'm partial. I mean, I like both of these cats, man. I love both of them because it's a part of my teenage years when I was running wild. But I made sure to watch them, you know. But anyway, that's my take on that. That's my gem of the day, man. I'm Trent the Great, and I'm out. One.